fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and he's easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. So really, that's the difference. And they both hit hard.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
It's a big boy, he's strong. It's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass. Like,
Yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Masvidal.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones.
The prospect of a fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez has long been a subject of heated debate among boxing enthusiasts. While Canelo has firmly established himself as one of the sport's best, dominating in multiple weight classes, there is a growing belief that Crawford's skill set could prove too much for the Mexican superstar. With his unorthodox style, exceptional footwork, and ability to adapt to any opponent Crawford has already shown, he can dismantle some of the best fighters in the world.
Opinion. Who's the best fighter in the world?
We can't put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion, something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford, often referred to as Bud, is widely regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world. His technical prowess, versatility, and ability to adapt to different styles make him a formidable opponent. Crawford has an impressive professional record of 4,100, showcasing his dominance in the welterweight division.
5 fighters right now in boxing. That's your top 5 right now in boxing, not your the top 5 in boxing right now. Right now.
Champions or just anybody?
Top 5 right now.
Shakur #1, hands down. Tank, he up there. Canelo, in a way. Tyson Fury.
Canelo Alvarez, on the other hand, is a dominant force in the super middleweight division with a professional record of 62-22. Canelo has proven his ability to excel at higher weight classes. His power, agility, and experience make him a tough opponent for anyone.
Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys.
When he fought Canelo and he was like standing right in front of Canelo and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what he learned from fighting.
Canelo's resume includes victories over some of the best in the sport, and his ability to compete at various weight classes is a testament to his versatility and skill. Canelo's power, particularly in the super middleweight division, is a significant factor in his dominance. His ability to deliver devastating punches and absorb incoming shots makes him a formidable opponent.
I mean, you fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws.
In addition to his power, Canelo's agility and intelligence set him apart. His head movement, defensive skills, and ability to counterpunch with precision make him a well-rounded fighter. Canelo's experience against elite-level competition has honed his ability to adapt and strategize in the ring. His recent victory over Edgar Berlanga in the super middleweight division further solidifies his status as a top-tier fighter.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the third round. I got hit with a left hook. I dropped. We'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin, and I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when I, you know, my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. Cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes to boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
Of the world, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, Saul Canelo Alvarez versus the chosen one, Edgar Berlanga.
Edgar Ber has shared his thoughts on a potential matchup between Canelo and Terence Crawford. Berlanga emphasized the unpredictability of boxing, acknowledging that anything can happen in the ring. He praised Crawford's skill set and ring intelligence, stating that Crawford's abilities allow him to match up against anyone and possibly even outperform his opponents. However, Berlanga noted that the only factor in Canelo's favor is his size and weight advantage, which could play a significant role in the fight.
My good friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, you know, that, you know, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Crawford is...
Former world champion Demetrius Andrade believes that while Crawford is an exceptional fighter, Canelo's size and experience at higher weight classes give him the edge. And Andrade predicts that Crawford might struggle with the power and agility of Canelo.
So there's talk, too, of like Canelo and Crawford. Like you're mentioning that you feel like Dave is just too big, too young. Just too much overall. Like, is that kind of the same thing with the Crawford and Canelo because of the weight classes, the weight between them?
Yeah, I believe so. Listen, I love Crawford. He's a good friend. You know, we reach out to each other. We've been travel the world through the amateur program. He see me beat people up. I see him beat people up. He see me get beat up. I got beat up. We both whatever.
David Benavides, another top contender, also shares a similar sentiment. Benitez lauded Crawford's technique, but doubts his power translates to higher weight classes. He believes that Crawford would need to move up 2 more weight categories to take on Canelo, which could be a significant challenge.
I mean, I can't really say nothing about that. If that's what he wants to do, then that's what he's going to do. Canelo is a man that he does anything he wants to do. I don't think really what people say affects him. But I feel like the people, they want to see David Benavides versus Canelo Alvarez. It's the biggest fight to make happen. And I feel like I'm the biggest threat to him.
Benitez believes that to face Canelo, Crawford would need to move up 2 additional weight classes, and he emphasized the importance of respecting weight divisions despite Crawford's unique talents. Benavides gave Canelo the edge in a hypothetical fight, citing the challenges that come with stepping up in weight. Benavides himself has long been a contender in the 147 PBS division, and while he's considered a potential threat to Canelo, a fight between the two hasn't materialized yet.
I want to fight Canelo Alvarez.
Payday. I'm the face of boxing.
Crawford wanted a payday, but Crawford didn't do good at 54. When I talk to people, they all tell me you would have knocked him out at 68.
Well, he knows now. He experimented 154, and he knows. Maybe he do in 168 for the payday,
big check.
One of the biggest challenges for Crawford would be moving. Up 2 weight classes to face Canelo, Crawford moved to 154 lbs for his last fight and defeated Israel Madoff via decision. However, the jump to super middle would require him to face even bigger and stronger opponents.